Let us take a look at transformation in the coordinate plane, and we're going to focus on translations. We're going to understand what a translation is, and then we're going to see how that works in the coordinate plane. So translation is the same as sliding a point or an object in the coordinate plane. The original object is the pre-image, and the points on the image are labeled using the prime. And important fact here is that an object and its translation must have the same shape and size. So translation across the x-axis, what we have here is that the y-coordinate remains the same, but the x-coordinate changes. When we move to the right, it means that we have a positive translation. When we move to the left, we have a negative translation. So let's translate the point 5 units to the right. So what that means is that we're going to add 5 to the value of x. So let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the point moves right there. So we're going to have a prime is going to be 0, 3. Another way you could have done that is you could have said a prime is negative 5 plus 5, 3, which will also give you 0, 3, which is a prime 0. Now that we have this point a prime 0, 3, we're going to translate that 7 units to the left. So that will give us a prime prime. So now we have 1, 2, so we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our new point is going to be right about here. And you can see that we're going to have negative 7, 3. So a prime prime, you can see that by also looking at 0 minus 7, 3, which is negative 7, 3. We're going to translate across the y-axis. The x value remains the same, just the y value that changes. When we move upward toward the positive y-axis, we call it a positive translation. And when we move downwards, it's a negative translation. So let's translate the point 3 units upward. So we got right here, we go 1, 2, 3 units upward. So we have a prime is going to be negative 3, 6. And another one way we can see that is we have negative 3 and then 3 plus 3, which is a prime is negative 3, 6. Now what we're going to do in this case is we're going to translate the original point 4 units downward. So let's look at that. We have, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is where we find ourselves. So we're going to end up with a prime is negative 3, negative 1. So the other way we could have gone about this, if we don't have a graph, is we would say a prime, the x value stays the same, and then the y value, we subtract 4 units from it, which is going to give us a prime negative 3, negative 1. Now let's look at a situation where we don't have the points. So we have a is negative 2, 7, and our translation is going to be 6 units downward, so that's negative 6, and 5 units to the right, positive 5. So what we're going to end up with is a prime with negative 2, we're going 5 units to the right, and we have 7, we're going 7 units downward. So we're going to end up with a prime that is 3, 1. So that is our image of the original point.